No. Chosen ones will never not be hated. I like this dude. Let's watch a little bit of his stuff.
So, in this video, guys, I'm going to explain why chosen ones will never not be hated by society. And it's just plain facts. And I'll explain why. It's because the way we think. It's because of the way we approach life. Not everybody approaches life the way we approach life, guys. Like, you guys know this. This isn't rocket science. And that's step one here. We have a different approach to life. We think of things differently. It's like most of society is roaming around with those blue pill glasses on when we put on the red lens glasses, which is the red pill, which is the way and how things actually are. We're not fooled by fake friends. We're not fooled by Jezebels. We're not fooled by the way the world works. We know how the world works, runs, and operates. We have a completely and entirely different head on our shoulders, folks. So when we talk to just anybody, it's almost like we come off as way too smart, and it pisses people off. Society hates your smarts, your IQ, your intelligence, your determination, your will to win, like how you are. They hate it. Society hates it. Some of the people closest to you hate it. I love how I am. I love how I think. I used to hate how I used to think. That's how most of society is. That's why they're in the boat they're in. And the fact that we're above sea level, it makes them hate us because of how we are, because of how we think, because of how things are for us in our own personal lives. Most people's going through it, bro, and they can't get out. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to work. Everything's messed up, and they don't know what to do. Things are messed up, but you have to know what to do. The fact that things are messed up, you have to know what to do. If you don't, you're just another average bloke.
Another average bloke.
You have to think above average. You have to do above average things. You have to, everything you do has to be that way. So when you raise your game, when you raise your level above what society is, the way we are and the way we raise our game, our approach to life pisses people off. When I walk in the gym, I piss people off sometimes. Maybe the buddy that's working at the front desk, he just sees who I am, my confidence. Stay sour, buddy. Stay sour.
Shout out to that dude. Nah, let me speak on that real quick, man. So, like, honestly, and of course he's one of the guys, the chosen ones, and the chosen ones. I feel like there's a whole sector of that on YouTube, which I'm fairly into. But usually, chosen ones, in simplest terms, I'm not gonna diminish because I do understand there's like spiritual elements to that as well too. Some people even say biblical. What are the cases? Or chosen people? What are the cases? In its plainest form, I could just feel like, man, people that are I don't even want to say awake because I feel like the word woke has been morphed into something that I don't even know what it stands for anymore. But like people that are apart from society, people that are not stupid, people that are not sheep. Let's say that the sheeps, they're you're either the leader or a sheep. You're either wolf or sheep. You're either a leader or a follower. You're either asleep or you're awake, right? So the chosen ones are the people, in my opinion, in the simplest forms, are the people that are not sheep. The people that can think for themselves. So what this dude was talking about in his video is basically saying that, like, man, you would be hated for that. You'll be, hated that you have thoughts of your own that don't necessarily fit into societal norms or society standards, bro. And I'm one of those people. Now, I don't, do so in an arrogant way or like, oh, look at me, greater than thou. I hate, I don't like people that act like that, like holier than thou people that feel like they've been, blessed from God and enlightened and like, oh, you should think like them or else. I'm definitely not one of those people. However, I do know that I don't think like the average person. I do know that I don't carry myself. I don't feel like I, and that's where again where philosophy and stoicism and those are things I like to study and speak on this channel as well too, man. Like that's where that stuff comes in. So if you're surrounded by people who live for the limelight, live for social media, live for mainstream media and believe everything that they're told and don't have any ability of critical thinking, then you will stand out like a sore thumb. If you're amongst people like that, and that could be friends, family members, public settings, wherever you're at, man, just that confidence of when you're walking in, just knowing that you're confident in yourself, you're confident in your ideas and your beliefs, people will envy you for that, bro. It is a fact. It is a fact, 100%, man. So it's just like, that's why, honestly, I keep to myself. I kind of speak when spoken to, or if am gonna have a conversation with somebody, it's concise, it's succinct. It's like, all right, cool, and keep it pushing. Other than that, I just keep to myself because I'm not saying nobody's on the same wavelength as me, but I'm just saying, like, man, you got to get to a point where it's just like, if anything, you surround yourself with like-minded people. And I'm not saying these people that believe what you believe, because you want to make sure you don't find yourself in what they call echo chambers, right? So when you say something out, you spew out your ideas, and then you're just surrounded by yes men, essentially, who just spew right back at you. That's being in an echo chamber, being around people that just, they kind of validate your ideas. They don't really have ideas that oppose your own. And I'm not saying like I like being around those type of circles as well too. I believe iron sharpens iron. Like, teach me a different perspective. I'm cool with that. I appreciate that, honestly. So it's just like, but I think that's what he's basically talking about, man. Like, you will stand out like a sore thumb, especially in this day and age, when you think for yourself, when you don't do what the mainstream media tells you to do, when you don't do what these societal standards do. Carve your own path, bro. That's as simple as I can state it. Carve your own path, man. It's just like, you can't sit here and think that, oh man, what is it? Herd mentality, as they say, again, going back to, being sheep. It's okay to deviate from the herd, man. It's okay to have your own ideas, your own thoughts. Like, people are afraid to think critically, and it baffles me. Like, and again, like, maybe I'm not knocking the person who's not able to curate their own thoughts. Maybe some people do like to get perspectives from other people, and that helps them formulate their own thoughts. That's cool as well too. But stand on that if it's that, man. Essentially, like, if it's that, then let it be that. I feel like, me personally, and again, this is not anything that I'm saying like, oh, I'm cool or I'm better because nah, man. But this is something that I have developed. This is a trait. This dude is speaking on in this video. That's a trait that you develop over time, man. Like, okay, let me step back. Let me analyze some shit. Let me analyze the things that are being told to me. Do I believe it? Do I not believe it? What do I believe? How do I feel? What do I feel in my soul, my spirit to be the truth? And you rock with that. And who doesn't rock with it is cool, bro. You go your way, they'll go theirs. Let people believe what they want to believe. I'm a huge fan of letting people believe what they want to believe, bro. If that's what you want to believe, go for it. Shit, we'll find out at the end when it's all said and done. Ow. We'll find out at the end when it's all said and done, bro. But it's just like, you will be envied. You will be looked at as the black sheep. And that's nothing new to me. I've been the black sheep for some time. I am the black sheep within my family, within my peers, of course. But it's just like, you will be looked at because of your views. You'll be looked at as, oh man, because you think differently, man. But own it. That's my advice. Own it, bro. I'm not gonna not think the things I think because to make you feel comfortable. What the fuck? That's just stupid if you ask me.